This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Kobe Bryant, man. You know I'm on to this 7-part series. I done told you guys. This man brought you 81 points. This man brought you 65 points. People forget, dog. When Kobe Bryant averaged those 62 points that he did it in 29 minutes and 30 seconds. Don't even let me get started with that. And when he averaged those 62 points, he was keeping pace with a whole fucking team, the Dallas Mavericks. Let me say that again. When Kobe Bryant scored those 62 points in 29 minutes and 30 seconds, do you guys even understand how abysmal that sounds? That game would have blown the 81-point game out of proportion. If you go look at how he was scoring and the pace he was scoring at in the 81-point game and in that 62-point game, we're talking about Kobe Bryant easily could have been at over 100 points. He was going off the damn radar. There's 48 minutes in basketball, folks. This man would have kept on going. Do the math, motherfuckers. That's another 19 fucking minutes that Kobe Bryant could have played. Do you imagine how many points he would have put up? 62 points in 29 minutes and 30 fucking seconds. Phil Jackson had to say, no, you need to go sit down. Even in the 81-point game, Kobe was ready to keep going. Phil Jackson was like, no, go sit down. The 65-point game, people forget how nasty Brandon Roy was. Kobe Bryant did this shit on Brandon Roy. If Brandon Roy did not have those bone-on-bone protrusion knee issues, he would have been one of the baddest motherfuckers alive. This man used to lace up Dwayne Wade, lace up LeBron James, and him and Kobe used to go at it. Kobe Bryant hit a fadeaway right in between him and another cat on Portland Trail Blazers. The degree of difficulty on that fadeaway shot was unreal. And this is what people don't understand about KB24. This is what makes me laugh. Like I told you, Michael Jordan took the fadeaway to the next level, but the turnaround shot was there before him. You heard Kobe Bryant. He put y'all on game. David Thompson, you know what I'm saying? Dr. J, Jerry West. MJ learned from other motherfuckers. His game is not his own game. He just took it and made it his own variation. The same thing with Kobe Bryant. But people, Kobe Bryant's a copycat of Michael Jordan. You don't know shit about basketball. So if that's the case, you need to say Michael Jordan is a copycat of Dr. J. You need to say he's a copycat of David Thompson. He's a copycat of Jerry West. We're not saying that, right? We say MJ is his own player within his own right. So why we can't say that shit about KB24? You heard Kobe Bryant. I'm not the next Michael Jordan. I am Kobe Bryant. Let me say it again. I am not the next Michael Jordan. I am Kobe Bryant. That's what people don't understand. We're going to put respect on Kobe Bryant's fucking name here. We ain't got time for that Rudy Poo and that pom-pom brain shit. Let me say it again. We are going to put respect on Kobe Bryant's name here. We ain't got time for that Rudy Poo and that pom-pom brain shit. Kobe is a bad boy, man. I told you guys, Michael Jordan was the most killer instinct scorer in basketball. Kevin Durant was the most efficient, and he still is the most efficient scorer in basketball ever. But Kobe Bryant is the fastest and most highest degree of difficulty scorer. Let me say that again, because this needs to marinate in the corpus callosum and in the cerebellum. Hear me and hear me. Wow. Kobe Bryant is the fastest and most highest degree of difficulty scorer. Go look at those 2 3-point shots he made on Ruben Patterson. The degree of difficulty on that. Even Ruben Patterson had to be like, sign that shoe, dog. Go look at the fadeaway Kobe Bryant did on J.R. Smith. He could have hurt himself. People forget about how Kobe Bryant went from one end of the basket to the other end of the basket against Kevin Garnett. He got an injury. People forgot that injury he got. Go look at the degree of difficulty from one end to the other end on Kevin Garnett. Go look at the degree of difficulty that Kobe Bryant did in the NBA Finals in 2009 when they went up against D12, Dwight Howard. That shot was just like when Jordan went. It was just identical to that in terms of degree of difficulty. But Jordan didn't have no degree of difficulty because Jordan was just showcasing his airness. Kobe Bryant was actually in a degree of difficulty situation against Dwight Howard. Go look at how he made that shot. People don't understand. Kobe Bryant is the most high degree difficulty scorer in the game of basketball. Go look at the shot that he hit on Grant Hill. Grant Hill, you heard Charles Barkley. Grant Hill had great defense, but that was just greater offense. Let me say it again. Charles Barkley was like, Grant Hill got great defense, but Kobe Bryant, that was just greater offense. I'm in Super Saiyan mode, man. We doing a 7-part series. We're going to put respect on KB2 for his name because we ain't got time for this Rudy Poo and this pump on brain shit. Kobe Bryant is a lethal basketball player, man. I was one of the biggest fans of Kobe Bryant. I used to get headaches watching this dude, man, because I knew what this dude brought to the table. I told you the single greatest difference between Kobe and Michael Jordan is Dean Smith. Jordan said it out of his own mouth. We bring receipts out here in these basketball 303 streets. Let me say it again. We bring receipts out here in these basketball 303 streets. Can't nobody see me in this basketball shit. Because I speak on the NBA Pantheon of Greatness lane. Let me say it again. Can't nobody see me on this basketball shit because I speak on the NBA Pantheon of Greatness lane. That's the level I speak on. In order to be on this level, you got to speak on that level. Let me say it again. In order to be on this level, you got to speak on that level. We're going to put respect on Kobe's name. Kobe's a top 10 basketball player. Anybody that don't have him on their list, they need to recheck their basketball knowledge. I'm going to say it again. Anyone that doesn't have Kobe Bryant in the top 10 need to recheck their basketball knowledge. All of the greats. Magic Johnson called Kobe Bryant the greatest Laker. You think he was flattering Kobe? He admitted that shit. He said it to himself. He thinks Kobe's the greatest Laker. Although I disagree with that. Because me, I'm about, hardware, finals, championships, and how many finals MVPs you won. I'm a big proponent of that, and I'm not going to go against my standard. I understand what Magic meant because Kobe broke all the damn records. He's the greatest Laker in terms of records. Let me say it again. He's the greatest Laker in terms of record. Kobe is lethal, man. You go listen to Rick Fox. Go listen to Derek Fisher. Go listen to all these cats. They talked about Kobe Bryant's maturity. How these other guys used to like to party and all of this. Kobe was in the gym. First one in the gym. Last one to leave. This man would get up at 4 a.m., dog. Because he believed that if he was out working you, he would be ahead of you. And by the time you think you could catch up, you could never catch up. Because he's already putting in so much work. You guys got to go look at the testimonies after the testimony. When this man played with Team USA, dog, this man will get up at 4 a.m., throw up fucking 2,000 to 3,000 J's, and then go and play a full game. And we're talking about one-on-one defenses and all kinds of shit against LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and all those guys. He brought that level up. That's why that team was lethal. There was 2 closers on that team. Kobe was definitely the number 1 scorer, the closer, and then there was Dwayne Wade. LeBron James was a Rudy pulling a plum brain. Had to sit his ass up, sit his ass down in critical situations. People forget that. Lest you forget that, lest I remind your ass. Let me say it again. Lest you forget it, lest I have to remind your ass. I told you, I'm in Super Saiyan mode. We're going to put respect on Kobe's name, yo. Kobe sat here and averaged 35 fucking points. I mean, it was insane. He was in video game mode all that season. Go look at his individual stats after Shaq left. Kobe Bryant was in video game mode for 4 or 5 seasons straight, up until they got Paul Gasol. Kobe Bryant played for one team. Come on, that's loyalty right there. People are like, oh, well, Kobe Bryant, he was going to leave the Lakers. Yeah, he was going to leave the Lakers at one point. That's because they weren't doing what they were supposed to so that they can position him so he could win. This man's all about winning, dog. Everything else is second. Let me say it again. He's all about winning. Everything else is second. He's a student of the game. He understands the way you're going to be judged is by championships. How many championships you win. It's about winning, man. This is what I don't understand with these people. Even Shaquille O'Neal, when Kobe Bryant took those air balls, that's what people don't understand. He was like, man, the gall on this kid. He was willing to do. He had the cojones on this kid. He was willing to do shit that nobody else was willing to do. But yet you guys don't understand the greatness of KB24. Don't get me started on Afro 8. Because that boy right there, his athleticism was off the charts. You heard testimony from all the people. Pat Riley, Phil Jackson, LeBron James. Do you understand how much LeBron James was on Kobe Bryant's ass? Go look at his 60 seconds interview. Kobe Bryant has some of the greatest skills we've ever seen in NBA history. Let me say it again. He has some of the greatest skills we've ever seen in NBA history. When I'm not sitting here and watching the way that I play, that's the guy that I look at. Because I like to see how defenses play against him. This motherfucker looked up to Kobe. Modeled himself after Kobe. So don't get me fucking started. Yeah, I study you. Remember when they were sitting next to each other? Yeah, I study you. I watch you. If Kobe wasn't great, if Kobe wasn't what everybody says he is, then why would LeBron James be doing that? You LBJ apologists, you LBJ riders, you LBJ brigade, you LBJ stands, you getting debunked by LeBron James. Go listen to what he said. He was our generation of Michael Jordan. Because I didn't get a chance to play against Michael Jordan. So what the fuck are you guys talking about? Go listen to Kevin Durant. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, they mastered the game. Jordan was 1A, Kobe was 1B. They were masters. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Identical. I ain't got one over the other. Because I told you the only difference between Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant is Dean Smith. College. Could you imagine if Kobe had 3 years of those fundamentals of college ingrained on top of what he brought to the table? A kid that just came out of high school, mind you, the first wing player to do that. He set the standard. Sat 3 years on the bench and a top 10 player of all time. What the fuck does that tell you? Now let me tell you what my top 5 is. My starting 5. Sorry, Magic Johnson, I'm debunking your ass out of there. No disrespect. My point guard is Kobe Bryant. My shooting guard is Michael Jordan. My small forward is Larry Bird. My power forward is Tim Duncan. And my center is Akeem Olajuwon. Ain't nobody beating that starting 5. I can guarantee that. And people say, oh, Kobe don't know how to pass. Listen, man, Kobe's just like MJ. Kobe puts his mind to anything. He can do that shit better than anybody. People forget Kobe Bryant averaged 10 assists for a long stretch of games at one point when he was in his Vino stage. Don't forget that shit. This was when Dwight Howard was on that team. I'm putting you motherfuckers on game. Y'all need to go back and do homework. He was averaging 10 assists like nothing. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant are unique players. Kobe Bryant is like MJ in that regard. If they put their minds to whatever they do, they'll be the best at it. MJ did the same shit when he averaged high assist ratio. This is why I don't understand. Go listen to Paul Gasol. There will never be another player like Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is a one-in-a-generation type of player. So what the fuck are you guys talking about? You know, we put respect on this man's game, on this man's name. We put respect on it, dog. KB24. This is why he has the Mamba mentality. Why do you think people want that mentality? Why do you think Kobe Bryant studied in universities and colleges? Why do you think all these international people know Kobe Bryant even more than LeBron James? Because they understood he's a standard of excellence. This is how he played. He was an acceptance second. He was lethal with it. He was an assassin's mentality. Go listen to Phil Jackson. I don't know whose work ethic was harder, whose work ethic was higher, MJ or Kobe. Go listen to Tim Grover. Kobe actually had a higher work ethic than Michael Jordan. Do you guys want me to keep going? Because I can keep fucking going. This is why Michael Jordan had so much respect for Kobe. This is why he said, I'm the big brother, Kobe's the little brother. You ever see Michael Jordan give LeBron James the same level of respect? So what the fuck are you guys talking about? I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. This is Sport. Checking out.